This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in places that could expose you to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, their US-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
The wrongs we must right. The fights we must win. The future we must secure together for our nation. This is what's in front of us. This determines what's next for all of us. We are Marines. We were made for this.
On the line with us, the best U.S. Senator New York State has ever had. He took no crap from anybody. He told it the way it was. And Alfonse D'Amato, Senator Alfonse D'Amato, how are you after Christmas? Did you eat too much?
No, I did not eat too much. I had a great Christmas with my family at my daughter's house, and she had her 7 kids there.
7 kids? My God.
Yep, 7.
And she's the one that's married to Joyce's son?
That's right. That's right.
I gave Joyce a job for 40 years.
My God, that's incredible. Well, they got a great family. She's got, I don't know how many grandkids now. And it was great. It was a wonderful family get-together, you know. So we had it at her house yesterday. We all went over. And she had, her house was full.
Now, Senator D'Amato, you know, for Italian Americans, the number 7 is very important. The night of the 7 fishes, 7 sacraments, 7 sacraments. That's all part of the night of the 7 fishes, and 7 children. That's incredible.
Yeah, 7. She's an incredible person. 6 of them went to Notre Dame, and one went to Penn, University of Penn. So she's a great mother, and she runs the senior citizen program for the town of Hempstead. She's been doing it for 15 years. You know, she's a terrific person. That's Lisa, my oldest daughter.
And we just, by the way, your friend that showed up that was at your wedding. At that time, Vice President Biden. He only has 30. He only has 36,000 minutes left to his presidency. We just played taps.
And what a disaster for the country! Open borders, millions of people will come in, criminals that have
murderers, drug dealers.
Yep, did a terrible job. And I'll tell you this.
By the way, if you were a legitimate immigrant, you had to wait online for 11 years to get into the United States.
Yeah. Well, he's helped destroy many cities, because if you see city after city, they're in trouble. They've got illegals. Tens of thousands, Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, every major city has become a disaster as a result of their program. And let me tell you something, deporting millions of people is not easy, and the killers and the thieves and the criminal element that has come in, and at no time did they stop it. When you see what's going on is a disaster. After a year, hey, seal the border. You know, no, and it's still open. I mean, just incredible. So,
well, we're finding out new things now, which is even worse. Jimmy Carter, your friend Jimmy, gave away the Panama Canal to Panama, and now we find out that the Panama Canal is really being controlled by China.
Isn't it amazing? Amazing. They've raised the prices on us, etc.
Yeah, if you're a United States person, you pay double.
Yep, and we freed Panama. You know, Panama had a dictatorship. We went down there. Remember, we sent 40,000 troops. We took it over, freed it, etc. They were doing well, and look where we are now. And now we're treated like the enemy. Amazing. Amazing.
And so Panama, we're screwed on the Panama Canal. Our companies are paying much more than other companies. Then the Chinese controlling it. The Chinese and Iran are controlling. The Chinese are using Iran to control the Suez Canal and the Red Sea. And the Chinese ships could go by for nothing, and everybody else is blocked.
Well, I want to tell you something. I'm looking forward to securing our borders, to getting rid of many of the criminals. You know, you're not going to get rid of them so easily, who are in this country, of beginning to get our energy independence back again, get prices under control. And I think Trump learned a lot after his first 4 years. I really do. I think he's grown, believe it or not.
He's grown tremendously because he realized what the heck was going on, and he realized the violin. You know, there was an old Greek-Italian expression. The violin was playing behind his back during the first term.
Yeah, true. Absolutely true. I think he's learned a lot, and I think we're going to be a much better country as a result of him taking over, securing the border, beginning to deport these illegals, particularly the criminal illegals. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Our cities are in great distress. The economy is under distress. But I think he can do it. I think he's learned a lot. I think he's much more prepared for this job than he ever was. He's learned as a result of watching the decay and seeing the areas that have to be strengthened. So I'm looking forward to this new administration and to the forthcoming year. I think there's going to be a much safer community. I think Trump has learned an awful lot, and he's going to do a good job. I'm looking forward to it.
Senator D'Amato, I want to give credit where credit is due. Bruce Blakeman fought the fight against Tish James. He said on behalf of Nassau County, we do not want men or boys playing women's sports. We draw the line. Yeah. Tish James sued Nassau County, and we just heard President Donald Trump, President-elect, said there will not be boys or men playing in women or girls sports, period.
Yep. Curtis, Bruce has done a terrific job. And not only in terms of that announcement and that pronouncement, which is significant, and he had the nerve to stand up and take a position. He didn't wait to see if the people were going to support it. He took it on principle. He was right. He's protecting our daughters. He's protecting the sports. Fairness in this country, and that's what it's all about. He's done a terrific job. He's running for re-election this coming year. I think he's going to win with a huge mandate. He's been a great county executive, and I think he would be a terrific candidate for governor if he chose to do so. So we'll see. I think the best is yet to be. I really do.
Well, Alfonse, let me tell you something. You're a young 87. Maybe you should run for one more term.
Listen, I have enough to do running after my my two young children. My son, who's a junior at Chaminade, my daughter, who's a freshman at Kellenberg. I don't need to run for office, and we've got a lot of things going. The family does, and it's a great family. My children have honored me. My son, Danny, has opened a mine.
Did he find the gold in the mine yet?
A tungsten mine, and it will be operational in April.
Wow!
This will be the largest tungsten mine in the world. You know, 90% of the world's tungsten comes from one country, Russia. This one is in South Korea and will be operating in April. And he's been working on this for 10 years. 10 years. So we're really looking forward to that.
Well, Senator D'Amato, you mentioned Chaminade. You're a proud alumni. Bill O'Reilly, who contributes here with his own show, proud alumni. Boy, that school has a lot of great tradition.
Oh, it's a fabulous school. It really is. And I owe it a lot. They did a lot for me. They straightened me out, well, as much as possible. But it is a great tradition. They got 2,000 young men who attend Chaminade. And then, of course, they operate another school called Kellenberg, where they have boys and girls, which is in Hempstead. They took that over about 20 years ago, and they built that into a great educational institution. Yeah. And my youngest daughter goes there now. So they've done, the Marianas brothers, they've done a great job in educating young children. 2,000 at the Chaminade, and they must have 1,500 co-eds at Kellenberg over in Hempstead. Fantastic group of the Marianas brothers. Terrific educational opportunities they offer to young people.
Well, you have a great continued holiday right into the New Year's with the dropping of the ball. We welcome in 2025. Everybody's excited about 2025. Can't wait for 2024 to leave this sphere. And it's always a great day when we can get Al D'Amato on the line with your fire, your brimstone, and your insight. Thank you again for all your contributions through the year.
Thank you, Curtis and John, and the best in the new year to you and your family.
And we'll be talking to you before the new year, and you're going to tell us how the new year is going to be.
Look forward to it. Take care now.